Hey guys, I want to do a little video, talk to you about some muscle up efficiency today. So first we're going to use Josh as a model for this. So if your muscle up kind of looks like this, all right. As he pulls, he stops up the chest. He can't get the rest of his body over the rings. We have like a little recipe that might help you. All right, so the first thing just to put out before we get really deep into it is false grip. Do you use it? Do you not use it? Are you aware that it does exist and it's a good training tool, especially if we've never done a muscle before? That false grip is going to help us learn the turnover because it shortens our levers. If you're aware of that, you've tried it with the false grip, whatever, cool. After that, kip mechanics are important. We know this video is not about that, but it's good to state that we need to have a good kip. It can always be improved. Is it tight? Are we squeezing the butt? Are we pressing down on the other when we come through? Body weight. If you're having trouble getting a muscle up and you're 100 pounds overweight, first thing we're gonna do, lose 100 pounds. That's probably the biggest obstacle that's stopping us from getting a muscle up or a strict pull up or a chest bar pull up. Body weight is very important. Just for me, as an example, I gained 5 pounds, say, in a little bit of a bulking month or bulking couple of weeks, and I feel it on my pull-ups. So imagine what an extra 50 pounds is gonna do. Nutrition, good body composition, all that stuff together is gonna help improve your performance tenfold. And then last but not least, we have mobility being another thing that we just have to state. If you have like a really weird shoulder thing where you can't get your elbow like this, chances are you're probably not gonna get a muscle up. So we need to try to fix that by either being proactive in our own mobility or by going to see a specialist or a doctor, depending on the extent of your mobility issue. So if all that stuff is already out there on the table, we've covered it all, then the one thing that we want to try to improve is our lat activation. So when Josh went to pull his muscle up, the ring stopped here, right? And what happened was his kip wasn't bad, but he had a really early arm pull, right? And when he did that, he got stuck here. He couldn't get his body over the rings because he needs the rings to be deeper in order to get those rings to the right position, which is the dip position. Right off the bat, one of the things we can think of is just an activation of the lat. So when I'm pulling on the rings, if I pull too soon, I get stuck here. If I keep my arms straight and pull with my lats pressing down and bring it to my hip, my whole body coming with it, then it's easier to get the mass of my body over on top of the rings and then be able to finish the muscle up. Could be a couple things. Could be a lack of strength, and that's what we're going to show you today on how to improve, and just one way to do it. Or it could be a activation thing in the mind, a mental flaw. We just want to get ourselves on the ring early. So if it is, that's a quick fix, man. You just say, hey, look, next time I'm on the rings, I'm going to practice kipping, or I'm pulling down with straight arms a little bit longer, and then put it into action, right? And see if that's the secret. A lot of you guys have really strong lats. Josh has really strong lats. Chances are he could probably do that once he gets his kip and that press down kind of timed together and a little bit more comfortable for him. He'll probably have a muscle up. He definitely has the strength for it. But if we're still trying to build strength, some of our people that are they suffer from smaller lats, we can help you with that. So I want to show you a little breakdown. It's really pretty quick, and it's going to build strength, stamina, and we use hypertrophy and in order to do that. So bring Josh over to the ring. This is what it consists of. Say we do this, about 4 sets. You can vary the sets, but 4 sets we're gonna do of a burnout set of strict pull-ups. So Josh jumps up on the bar, hands right outside the shoulders. Good. There you go. Cool, he's doing his burnout set. Once he fails, that's a pretty good set. He's gonna pull his band out. He's gonna put this PVC pipe right in the middle of the band. He's practiced set up already, so he has good tension. He's gonna lay down on the ground. Let me show you guys this. And now, keeping his butt tight, feet together, point the toes, just like a good kip and a muscle up, he's gonna bring his arms all the way up. I would slide in a little bit. There you go. And all the way down for a set of 30 lat press downs with the PVC. All right? He's gonna really try to be active. He's gonna pretend that bar is the rings, and he's pulling himself down. See if you can get even closer so you can get a little more range of motion. Yeah, I like that. All right, arms all the way up. Good, back down. Do you feel it in your lats, Josh?
Yeah.
Is it brutal? Is it devastating?
It's getting there.
All right, cool. What rep are you on? 19, so 10 more. 10 more of those, and he'll be done with his first set. And we're probably gonna do a rest of about 2 minutes in between that, and then repeat for about 4 sets. You can do 5, 6. What I would do is start off something like maybe like 3, add it after a WOD into your training, and then maybe as time goes on and you progress and you're getting stronger, change the tension on the band, make the band a little bit thicker, make it harder. Maybe add weight to your strict pull-ups. Maybe do more sets. So week 1 I do 4 sets, week 2 I do 5, week 3 I do 6 sets, week 7 I do 7 sets, or week 4 I do 7 sets. Maybe I want to mess with the rest time. So week 1 I do 2-minute rest, week 2 I do 90-second rest, week 3 I do 30-second rest with the same amount of sets. And this is something that you can do even if you have muscle ups, even if you're great at muscle ups. It's definitely a good builder. And you just add the weight on the strict pull-ups, or you just add reps or tension to the band, change the setup, and wow, you're gonna have a great effect. Hope this helps, guys. Think about it. Think about if we're pulling down to the hip. It's kind of what our main thing is. We need to bring the body up, pull the rings to the hip. That way we can get on top of it. Just one last thing, we gotta squeeze the butt when we do that, right? Because we gotta bring our whole body. So when he was doing his lat press downs, he squeezed his butt just like he's doing a kip on the rings. If his butt was not being squeezed and it was loose, he might pull to his hips, but his body's gonna be left underneath him. All right? I don't know if that last thing showed you it, but think about it. Thanks, guys.